Hello everybody and welcome back to Pravus Gaming and more Hearts of Iron 4! Kaiserreich playing as the Sultanate of Egypt. We have formed the Cairo Pact, and it is phenomenally weak. Not strong enough to fight the Ottoman Empire. We almost pulled the trigger. Almost pulled the trigger last time. But at the very last moment, the Ottoman Empire ended their war with Bulgaria and sent their troops back down to the front line, which means I can't actually deal with them, so... alas. Why is it that reloading the game for a brief moment actually did show the number of troops here? So there's 9 here. I saw that briefly. We can't tell what they are, but I saw it. That feels like a bug. Is it a bug? It might be a bug. Either way. Point is, they don't even know how close they were to fighting, and their back line would have been immediately swamped. But no. Frickin' heck. I think my only hope is that I can outmaneuver them by being, you know, a smart human, and also that my division templates are better than theirs. We actually do have reasonably good templates. I mean, we've got our 20 combat with infantry, and we've got some good offensive infantry. If we can train enough of them, like, this is solid. This is what you're supposed to do. So, I don't know. Like, maybe we'll be okay. But at the same time, maybe we won't. Al Azima opens today. The film Al Azima, or The Will or Determination, has been released today to glowing reviews. The film follows a young and happy couple, Muhammad and Fatima. However, their bliss is cut short due to the arrival of Black Monday, though it ends with a happy ending as Muhammad is rehired and all is well for the couple. Its director, Kamal Salim, has earned praise for its realistic portrayal of the slums of Egypt and sympathetic portrayal of the average Egyptian people. In fact, it was so realistic that it has moved Farouk to do more to help the poorest of Egyptians. A great and moving movie. That's why they are called movies, because they move you. Or because the characters move. That could also be it. That seems too simple, though. Can't be that. Like how they used to call movies talkies, because you could hear them. They talked, so they were talkies. Yeah. People were very creative, apparently, in how they named things. Albania declares war on the Kingdom of Greece. Okay. Well, if we had more war tension, world tension, I probably would happily do that. You sure you don't want to join my faction? I would happily help you against this Kingdom of Greece. I don't know what I would do. I probably would take Crete for you. Can you win this? How many troops you got? 3 to 4 against their 9 to 25. You're an idiot, Albania. You're a gosh dang fool. I think you're dead. Why? Why is the AI calculating? Oh, they're at war with Bulgaria. Now's the perfect time. I mean, they don't have borders, and most of their troops probably aren't even over there, but this must be the perfect opportunity. Watch them win, though, and then I'll have my foot in my mouth. 1937 Egypt Cup Finals. Okay, some teams were playing soccer. Whom shall win the gold? I don't know, and I don't really care. I'm sure it'll be very exciting, though. I don't care about soccer. Football. Whatever you want to call it, I don't know. We've almost got enough artillery to officially support another one of these 20 combat with infantry. I think I will... stop training up more of these troops so we can start building up for support artillery. Is that a good idea? It might be. Young Men's Muslim Association. The Young Men's Muslim Association has recently been founded, the YMMA. It's fun to stay at the YMMA. It's rather similar to the Young Men's Christian Association and helps to organize various recreational activities from religious studies of the Quran to various athletic activities, particularly football. Furthermore, it has received plenty of attention for its efforts to help with education in Egypt. Yep. Oh, wait. It actually... I didn't even read this. I was just making the joke. But there we go. It's fun to stay at the YMMA. Okay. Sure, have fun with that. Mongolian Khanate declares war on King. I think that's how you pronounce that. I hope that's how you pronounce that. How are we doing in terms of infantry equipment and stuff? Oh, gosh. We're still only producing like 26 per day. Al-Ali wins the cup. Congratulations to the Red Giant. Gain more base stability. Oh, look at all these fun little events that are just giving me base stability. Yay, may they never stop. All right, we're going to get some more infrastructure. That'll be helpful. Should allow me to start generating a little bit more resources, I hope. 2, 4, 4. It's okay. It's not a lot. There's the railroad. So what do we work on next? Do we go down to Egyptian steel since I'm currently trading for a lot of it? Possibly. We could also go for some more oil, and then toward the Blue Nile dams, but to do that I need to get the Red Sea ports as well. We could also go for some more reforms. Improve the officer corps. Let's go ahead and get that Grand Battle Plan Doctrine research bonus, because pretty soon I will be able to continue working on it once we're done with Concentrated Industry, and I want to have the 100% research boost. So we'll get that out of the way real quick. Now is probably the time when we should be worrying about getting rid of the illiterate populace. Before, I wasn't really worried about it because we didn't have enough production to back it up. We're starting to get to a point where I have some production, so I really would like to have better tech. Resources did not improve at all, alas. But we did get a bit more infrastructure, which I guess theoretically means we probably could build some more factories in a few places. Nope, wasn't enough infrastructure to make a big difference. Well, never mind. Whatever, I don't care. Infrastructure is still an important thing, though. Where are all your factories? Can I see them on the map? Nope, can't see their factories on the map. I was wondering where I can try to kill them and take their stoof. Saudi Arabia, you still only have 10 troops. You have 2 military factories and 1 civilian factory. Man, the Cairo Pact is weak. Tripolitania has more factories than that. Not that that's helped much. Iran is the one that I was waiting on. If frickin' Iran could just improve. What are you even doing? You've got so many horrible events. It's like you're not even trying to fix these. Okay, hey, they actually did break through to Afghanistan. Maybe they're getting through the mountains. If they can win this, they might actually help. Friggin' heck, if I can get Iran in the Cairo Pact, that would make a difference. That would be substantial. I'm still waiting to see when these rebels are going to fire on the Ottoman Empire, though. So far, they haven't. The moment they do, I'm going to drop whatever I'm doing and declare war on the Ottomans. But I really hope that it's... Well, I really hope that it times well with Iran finishing Afghanistan off. I guess is what I'm trying to say. We've got a bit more infantry equipment. We've got some artillery. Okay, hang on. So, suppose then that I did take you and toss on some support artillery. That would increase your soft attack by another 17.5. It would cost me another 12 artillery per division, which is not a lot. So yeah, some support artillery would be quite good to get. Cost me a bit more manpower, but I don't care. Sure, I'm going to toss support artillery onto you. Or do I want to add that onto my other divisions? Hang on. Like, you guys don't have much. You've got some soft attack. If I increased this by another 17.5, that would make a significant difference. We're going to toss support artillery onto these guys. And save. So it's going to cost me a lot more artillery. But we barely didn't have enough. So now we're back in the positive. So everyone's going to be fully supplied. That's good. You guys are already regulars, so I'm not worried about you. Probably should get rid of the militia, to be honest. I think these guys are useless. Your soft attack is pathetic. Alright, change you to be regular divisions, because that's the only one I will be able to field. Okay. So they're going to be out of supply, and they actually need to train again. So I'm going to add you to that guy right there. Okay. Improve officer corps is done. We don't need to be training all of these guys here. So let's not waste the equipment. You, honestly, should probably be a regular 20 combat with as well. We don't have enough artillery yet, but we'll figure that out. Okay, we've improved the officer corps. Now I'm going to start working for the judicial reforms and start working toward education. So, Albania, you regretting your life choices yet? You should be. Such a dumb play. Concentrated industry, awesome. Bit more production. Yeah, production efficiency cap would make some sense. I could go for some extraction, but I just don't think it's worth it. Okay, we don't need to be wasting up the supplies on you. You're already regulars. I mean, we could be getting more army experience. If I could get myself up to 10, we could toss in even more towed artillery support companies, but I think we're okay. For the moment, I think we are okay. I just want everyone to be regulars, so we are at tip-top fighting strength, ready to go. That's all that I desire. I also would like to know when the freaking rebels are going to fire. It may very well be that the rebels will not fire until we have already declared war on the Ottomans. That is possible, but I don't know that for sure. Looks like the combined syndicates are starting to take over the rest of Florida. The American Union state is very much doomed. Once I get down to New Orleans, I think that's going to be it. The United States is holding their freaking own, shockingly. And the war between the Germans and the French still has not begun. It's almost 1940, so it's going to have to fire pretty much any day now. It has to. It's like a rule. We are out of equipment, so I can't really build up anything else at the moment. I would love to get recon companies on some of these guys as well. But we're going to have to make do without. Engineers were non-optional. You always need to have engineers, period. This garrison feels worthless to me. I'm not even sure why I would keep this around. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of it. I don't like how many templates you get sometimes, alright? I've occasionally, in some test games, like, bumped around tags, like, look at other AIs and stuff. They'll hold on to, like, 60 freaking templates. It's so stupid. I don't get the point. What are you freaking accomplishing? Oh, good, some decryption tech. Can we still see what they're doing? No, we still have no idea what they're up to. Okay. Extraction. I don't need conversion speed. Better infantry equipment. I guess we should start researching that, yes. We'll finish construction, and then I'll continue with my doctrines. Try to get that extra breakthrough in soft attack for all of my leg infantry units. That'll make a big difference in overcoming their defenses and entrenchment. Okay, done. Doctrine. And now it's only going to take 191 days instead of 380. Also, we'll get the well-planned attack doctrine, or tactic, which will give me another, like, 15% attack. So that's awesome. Definitely want to get that. I've never really used Grand Battle Plan. It's just not a doctrine that I use a lot, so I don't know how effective it really is going to be. Judicial reforms, it looks like it's going to be the exact same thing as we were expecting before. Choose which, ideology you want to become stronger. In this case, of course, it's going to be liberalism. Now let's go for some legal reforms. And then some other education reforms and blah, 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 blah. We actually have enough artillery that I can start training another offensive unit, so we will. I'm going to go ahead and get started on a second one, actually. It'll take a while to supply it. But we can go ahead and get started on the training time. The Fengtian government declares war on the Mongolian Khanate, and India declares war on the Bharatiya Commune. So a lot of fun things are happening in Asia right now. So these guys, aren't you part of the co-prosperity sphere? I think you are. Yeah, so Japan is now at war with the Mongolian Khanate and the Maklik. Or Click. I don't actually know how you pronounce that. Recognize the Ahmadiyya? The Ahmadiyya. A petition has come from the small Ahmadiyya community that exists within Egypt to recognize their faith, which they believe will help shield them a bit from persecution. However, many Muslims, especially conservatives, regard them with disdain. In particular, a fatwa from Al-Azhar University has come out against them. What should be done? Respect the freedom of religion, gain political power but lose stability? That's not a good trade. Sorry, we're going to have to gain the base stability. I know that's not a very liberal thing to do, but I'd rather just be stable. I really would. That's like the one area where I think conservatives like totally have it right. Stability's important, man. Come on, legal reforms. We can go to religious reforms after that. I don't know what that's going to do. But you actually can't do any of this until you get parliamentary reforms as well. Tax reform, literacy reform. What is this even going to do? What does tax reforms do? Do we have like a national spirit that's going to be affected? Not the developing economy, that's for sure. I don't know, actually. I have absolutely no idea. All I know is 16% more research speed would come very handy right about now. Just so I can start getting a technological advantage to use against the Ottomans. Are you still training up troops? You are, but not many. Actually, it looks like the maximum number has gone down. You don't have an absolute ton of military factories. I'm on par with you on that front. You've just mostly got a good civilian economy. The Saudis are still doing nothing. Tripolitania is doing nothing. Iran actually is still building out a military because they're actively fighting and gradually winning against Afghanistan. So that's awesome. Legal reforms, let me guess. Social liberalism? As part of the reforms that Farouk is bringing about to Egypt, the nature of the legal system has been brought up. The current legal system is an absolute mess, with overlapping and conflicting areas of British, Ottoman, French, and Egyptian law all mixed together. Such a thing is not suitable for the new modern Egypt. To that end, the laws must be reformed. However, where one should look within the current laws for the main basis is a big question. The liberals believe the British law for our legal system might be the best area to look, while conservatives believe the French is better. Finally, some believe Muhammad Ali brought attention, or has a better system for Egypt. So, autocracy, if we're going to go for British law. These national focuses are not nearly as fun as I thought they would be with the reforms. It's all about just improving your ideology. That's it. That's all you do. Which is okay. It's an important thing to do. You want to gain stability through that and more political power from better popularity with your party, but still. I just expected to have more, like, unique events. Whatever, it's fine. Let's see. Are we done training yet? Mostly. Got a little bit left to go. Little left to go. We've almost got enough army experience to actually toss on another support company. So we probably should continue training things at the very least. We're gaining 0.008 daily. The Alsace Ultimatum. Oh, here we go. Okay. After months of low-intensity skirmishes and diplomatic game playing on the German-French border, the two behemoths are poised on the edge of potentially the world's most brutal conflict that we've ever seen since the Weltkrieg. And a shocking escalation, the Communard government in Paris openly demanded the return of German-controlled, I guess, Alsace-Lothringen, seized after the war in 1871 by the victorious Reich. Flouting international norms, a single squadron of French planes flew into German airspace, dropping thousands of leaflets detailing their grievances, much to the chagrin of the Reich's general staff. Such actions are sure to outrage public opinion in Berlin, and even now mobilization efforts are underway. At this point, it seems unlikely that a second Weltkrieg can be avoided. The world is on a precipice, and in a couple of days, the Commune of France is going to declare war. There it is. Commune of France has officially declared war. So World War II has officially begun. It is the Reichspakt currently against the Third International. It is highly likely that Canada is going to declare war on Britain in just a little bit to reconquer their homeland. Which means now would be an opportunity to seize the Suez, which we can do once we try to destroy the Ottomans. So if we cannot break through the Suez, this becomes my only good option to try and get the canal back. My only option. Are we done? We got a little ways to go on training these guys, apparently. The Second Weltkrieg claimed the lives of countless young men from all over the world in a conflict on an industrial scale, but it appears after that nightmare could not deter man's lust for blood. War is hell. All right, good luck, Germany. Fight them filthy syndicalists. The Kingdom of Denmark has joined the Reichspakt. Sweet. So they now have Norway, they have Denmark and Sweden fighting Norway and Scandinavia. They should be able to win that. So Norwegian Union's probably doomed. Between Belgium and the German Empire, they might be okay against the Commune of France. Socialist Republic of Italy is involved. The question now becomes, is the Kingdom of Two Sicilies going to join the German Empire? Albania's dead, so much for our friendship there. That lasted so well. The Two Sicilies has indeed joined the Reichspakt, which means that Italy is now fully involved in this war. We'll see what happens with the Italian Republic. Brazil should be fighting the Argentine Commune, so the war has extended into South America. Not seeing anything happening here in Central America, though Cuba should be involved in this, technically. Yep. Syndicalists are indeed winning the war against the American Union states, and I think once that is done, they are going to be consolidating and pushing hard against the United States. So the syndicates are likely going to win. And when they do, they will probably join the Third International, which means that Canada and the USA are going to have a very fun time going forward. We'll see what happens. War propaganda against the Commune of France. Gain weekly war support. One of the following must be true. France is in an offensive war. Yeah. They're not at war with me, but because they are aggressors on the world stage, I can get weekly war support. All right. So, Greece is still not in a faction. It would be nice to take them out. Somalia? Justify war goal against Somalia? But how would I get to them? Take 125 days to attack Abyssinia. We could win that, though. I mean, it's something we can do. Again, I know that there is a national focus that just gives it to me. Dividing Ethiopia. End the rivalry. Gain the annex war goal against Abyssinia. Somalia could join the Cairo Pact. So I guess we could actually get Somalia to join things if we do that. Okay. So maybe it's not worth trying to attack Abyssinia right now. I would like to be conquering somebody. Greece has how many troops? Enough that they are technically able to repel me from a naval invasion. I don't have a navy to back this up. Man, we've just been sitting here twiddling our thumbs. This is one of the reasons, by the way, generally speaking, in Hearts of Iron 4, I'm not as big on playing a small, tiny nation without a lot of industry behind it. I know it's like, it's a fun challenge mode, right? You play as a tiny nation like Luxembourg and try to take over the world. Okay, yeah, fun. However, it's a lot of sitting around waiting for things to happen, wishing to God that you had enough industry to actually make a play. I don't consider that to be as entertaining. Sorry, I just don't. How are we doing in terms of logistics? We've got some infantry equipment. I'm going to go ahead and train up another division. Just one more. Toss you onto here. Okay, that still wasn't enough infantry equipment, surprisingly. There's a parliamentarian reforms, royal dietarian reform. As part of the reforms that Farouk is bringing about to Egypt, the topic of royal dietarian reform has been brought up. The liberals believe that royal diet should be strengthened at the cost of the power of the monarchy, while the conservatives believe that the current status quo works fine. Finally, a third option is to strengthen the monarchy while weakening the power of the royal diet. Yeah, we're going to strengthen them. Again. So now up to, again, 65% control. It says 63 up here, so I don't know why there's a disparity. Wait, why is this even rounding up to 65? Look at that. Popularity is 63.99. So this clearly rounds down to the nearest integer, which is 63. This is rounding up, not to the nearest integer, but one beyond. That's a 65. That doesn't make a lick of sense. What the heck? All right. Still working on these factories, by the way. We are indeed now producing a good amount of support equipment. Do I produce more artillery or more infantry equipment, or do we finally start producing some freaking tanks? I think we tried to produce some freaking tanks, dude. We're not going to be able to get very many. How many do you need for... Hang on. Okay, there goes... Okay, the Philippines, I thought were a part of the Reich... No, the Entente, but apparently that's changed, and now they're Republican. They're in the co-prosperity sphere. How many tanks do I need for this? 180. 180 tanks to get a single division, and it's not even going to be very good. I think we just want more artillery. Yeah, I think that's right. Education reform, finally. Let's start working on some literacy, dang it. I need my population to frickin' read. We're almost at the 10 we would need for another supporter company, but we are also almost done training everybody. I'm gonna have to redivide all my regulars up between their respective divisions or armies. Should be fine, though. Are you actually the right field marshal for us? The other guy is a bit more defensive-oriented. Planning speed is nice. You've got the breakthrough factor. You're okay. You just don't have very good defense, but your supply consumption and stuff is nice, at least. We could potentially start working toward the desert training, because there are a bit of deserts leading up to Jerusalem, so we could fight a bit more aggressively to hold these areas down. There's a lot of things that I need to do. A lot of things that I need to do. More oil, resources. Ramadan is over. More factories, infrastructure, industry, research slot. Yeah, I need all these things. Stability, radio. Really wouldn't mind getting some more steel, but I still think these are more important. I have no idea what religious reforms are going to do. I don't know what the issue is. How do we even become pharaohist, by the way? Does that even become like an actual thing, or is this just purely through the script? Because with one exception, I've been doing everything pharaohist. I don't know if we ever actually get to declare ourselves the pharaoh or not. French Republic declares some wars. Don't really know what's going on. Oh, wow. Okay, sorry. Some sort of confederation. You look awesome. Just broke free from the French Republic, which means the Entente is now split up. Ooh, feel bad to be them. If they weren't part of the Entente, I would gladly go and kill the French Republic. But alas, is not to be. We're almost at a point where I think we have enough troops we could actually stand a chance against the Ottomans. And his numbers are going down. We're actually getting better intelligence, and he's not nearly as powerful as I was thinking he was. Okay. Yeah. We are rapidly approaching the point where I think we should be attacking. I still would like to have gone for the improved Egyptian army so that we don't have a 10% disadvantage. Wait, what did I just do? No, no, no. You go here. All of you. There's a select all button, I know, but still. Go here. Okay, so we have all these guys again. Defensive, offensive. I need you guys to get a planning bonus going. We can turn off training. Everybody is regulars, so that's a 25% boost. We have enough army experience, just enough, to get another support company going. These guys are not feeling very confident about their chances. That should improve as we get our organization back together. And as we start getting a planning bonus and entrench. Again, remember, if we cannot pierce through, we can always just betray the Germans and go through the Suez. Though if they would give me military access, that would be even better. All right, education reform. Come on, what you got for me? Give me something good. I don't think this is going to be enough to get rid of the literacy problem. I think we have to go down the next one. Okay, as part of the reforms, education. Conflict is between pharaonists who believe that Egypt's identity is Mediterranean and looks to a pre-Islamic era. The Islamists who believe it's rooted in Islam. Well, we're going to have to go for the pharaonist identity, which is even here misspelled. There's the literacy program. Freaking heck. All right, we're going to become literate, dang it. And once we are literate, then I'm going to start working down some of the military improvements, and we're going to declare war on the Ottomans. I don't care about religious reforms right now. I want Egyptian general staff and a new Egyptian army. That's going to give me even more army experience that I can use, and we get rid of the inexperienced military. That's going to improve my organization by 5%, my attack, defense, and speed by 10%. That's pretty awesome. But again, I really need better tech. We're almost at 1940. A whole new set of technologies is about to be available, and we are so far behind compared to the rest of the world. I'm only just now getting advanced machining tools. It's slow, man. It's really slow. Egypt is weak. Egypt's super duper weak. It'll be awesome if we can beat the Ottomans. That's my only goal in the series, is to freaking kill the Ottomans, but still. Taking a while. Okay, we've got all the industry finally up and running. We could really use some computing machines. We're only 0.05 years ahead of time, so I'm going to go ahead and get started with an 8% research speed increase. Literacy program will be done in just a couple of weeks. We'll get rid of that. Immediate 16.7% research speed gain. Also more political power. Not that I need that, but I mean, it's helpful, especially if we do plan on annexing a lot of land. Remember, it's okay in Kaiserreich to be stockpiling a lot of political power. That's not a bad idea. You have to spend it to actually annex land. It's like coring it. Though I do believe we have a national focus, consolidation of new lands here. Once we defeat the Ottomans, we can get a whole mess of cores. Like a lot of them. So that'll be fun. Even so, I think we'll still have to end up paying a lot in order just to hold on to the territory. It'll cause a lot of internal instability too, which sucks. But what can you do? How you doing there, Germany? You're holding your own. Still stalemate here in Spain. Nothing happening here. Sweden's about to finish off Norway. That's going to be progress. Italy, it looks like the two Sicilies are starting to fall apart. German East Asia apparently has landed in Italy, which is confusing. The Entente is still not getting involved, which is weird because it's the perfect opportunity. There we go. Attack the Union of Britain. I said that was going to happen eventually, and there it is. All right, so they are planning on getting involved, and the moment that happens, I think the Third International is going to be in a lot of trouble. As long as the combined syndicates do not join. The moment they join the war, then you got a problem. But they've actually been held off really well by the United States. So, freaking so far so good. Wish I could give you guys some more traits. That'd be nice right about now. Come on, literacy programs. Speed 5 sometimes is still just not fast enough. I can rename my pact, by the way. No, I can't. Ah, darn. Would have been cool to call it something else. I don't know what I would call it. I'm not creative enough for that. Still, literacy programs. As part of the reforms, the population is illiterate with 80% illiteracy rate, principally within the rural areas. To counter this, a program of educating the population is to begin. They believe it should be focused on Egyptian Arabic. A few believe it should be revitalizing the Coptics. Why on earth would I lose 10% stability for no reason? Yes, Egyptian Arabic it is. Okay. Egyptian General Staff. Have we not gotten rid of it? Why is it not gone? Why is it not gone? I guess it's going to take some time. I guess we can't just assume that everyone immediately is illiterate, but I wasted all this time anticipating that that was going to happen. Are you telling me I have to go all the way down to finish reforms? There's just not enough. There's not enough information here. The effects that say get this event, yeah, okay, but like, where's the thing that gets rid of the stupid illiteracy? I think we just have to wait a little while. We have to spend some time in teaching people how to read. Which I guess I'm still okay with the fact that we're doing this, but it's just, Breakthrough or soft attack? Or better artillery? Or better engineers? And recon? Let's increase our defense and breakthrough. I really thought that was going to work. Oh, wait, hang on. Okay. Sultan Farouk, though still a teenager, has a grand vision of modern Egypt. This vision sees in Egypt that emerges the greatness inherent in herself with the best parts of Western ways of governing. To that end, he is exerting the considerable authority given to the Sultan to embark on the program of nation building. You have to do a button. Modify illiterate populace by improving it a little bit. It doesn't totally get rid of it, but it improves it. Okay. So we're going to spend 180 days improving the literacy. Completion of the Cape to Cairo Railway. The Germans have completed the Cape to Cairo Railway that the British attempted to complete. This gives us an advantage of trade with the rest of Africa. Factory output 10%? Yes. Thank you. Okay, glad that I checked there. So we'll improve gradually the illiterate population. Which, by the way, has disappeared. That is not what it said it was going to do, okay? I think my confusion here is justified. It said the net effect was going to be improving it by 3%. I assumed it would take the illiterate and gradually make it slightly more literate than before. We'd have to do this event like 5 times. But for some reason, it actually got rid of the national spirit entirely, and ultimately, yes, I did just get a 16% boost to my research. I'm very confused. It did not say it was going to do that. But there you go. I'm not going to complain. I'm happy with that result. That's what I wanted at the end of the day anyway. Still. Okay, we do need some more freaking steel. Do that now. I'm going to go ahead and trade for a little bit more tungsten just so we can build up more of that artillery. How are we doing here? We actually can go ahead and field probably one more. You might think I could go ahead and do a lot more. I'm not going to, simply because I am going to need to have some reserves of infantry equipment and artillery to reinforce as we are fighting. So we're going to stock up for a bit. But yeah, we can get a little bit more. Okay, so I'm up to 25 freaking divisions. It says that once again you're building up, but we don't know that for sure. Saudi Arabia, nothing. Iran, nothing. Tripolitania, nothing. We've got no help. Iran has still not finished off Afghanistan, but they're getting close. Once I declare the war, I think that the rebels are going to fire. Hopefully we find like 5 or 6 different rebel nations fire up. I have no idea. I know, by the way, that I've spent an entire week building up to this point. This is sometimes how things go. Okay? In Hearts of Iron, especially when you're playing as a small nation. It's a lot of build up for the actual event. The Weltkrieg is going on. Not my concern. We are just going to fight the Ottomans, and if I have to seize the Suez from the Germans, you know, thank you for the railroad. I'm taking that canal now, by the way. And then we are going to utterly smash them. And hopefully my superior templates, if I even are superior, which I don't know, but hopefully I can use those to smash the Ottomans. We'll win this. And it was all worth the lead up. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If so, then I would ask you to hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys next time.